What's up everyone, Wavy here. Today got this one right here, our reactions harming channels. Let's track it.
The world of Riot MMO is already done.
Here, let's watch this video. Riot's MMO video. I said I
Can
was gonna
still
watch this
remember
after the winter grass testing. Let's do it.
This is actually
Back in
really
the day.
cool. I didn't know any of this.
I didn't realize that League had such a strong foundation.
This guy played Genshin Impact for 700 hours.
After I
We'll also react to that one.
started dabbling in
Don't
more
worry.
than just League's lore, be it Riot's MMO or even entirely new games, I started drawing eyes from beyond my safe bubble. Which also meant that I attracted other creators who got interested in the topics I was talking about. And
Yep.
these creators often took over the content in the form of reactions. The concept is simple: a fellow
I don't know why, but Asmon is really successful, but his face on his thumbnails, it could be made better a little bit, like maybe with the outline or something. But you still get some views. Maybe it doesn't matter at all.
creator takes your
Does have a
video
name,
and
Asmon.
reacts to it, because their viewers are interested in seeing their opinion on it. But oftentimes, this is followed by a bit of a shadow. There are those who believe that this form of content might actually be harming the original creators. After all, the reactions are taking all
Somewhat,
the hard
yeah.
work from the
Even though I do this, but I still think that to some extent it harms other creators or the original video. With that I mean like the people who put the effort into it, not like me. But I don't think it's that tremendous, to be honest.
original creator, and they
Shouldn't
are
be
profiting
that
off of
bad.
it by simply watching it. Oftentimes, you might hear the word content leech connected to this. On
Yep.
top of that, people simply argue that the reactions are taking away views from the original videos. But there are also others who believe that this is totally fine and that reactions are transformative. Up until a few months ago,
I think this depends on the creator, to be honest.
I was indifferent on this topic. I never really saw it as a big deal, but then again, it was rare for people to react to the lore of Dr. Mundo. But ever since my Riot MMO videos
Yeah.
blasted off, things got a lot more interesting. I got to collect some interesting data, which I am going to present to you. And I'm going to show
Damn, I would wish for just one video to get this amount. It's insanity.
you
I think it's already over 2 million, I think. Yeah.
how exactly people reacting to my videos affected my channel. So, let's get on it. I swear it's not a bait to put Asmongold in the thumbnail.
Nah,
Truth be
he can do
told,
it.
there were times when I knew that people would react to my videos, so I altered the content to give people more entertainment for the reactions. Be it the easiest joke of my life about Nintendo 64 controllers. You have no
All right,
idea what the
good
universe is
start.
about, but you like
Yes.
MMOs, your hairline is receding, and you have a crippling fear of Nintendo 64 controllers.
Bro, he got me right there.
Or joking about people passing out. So reactions is something you can definitely play into if you do enough market research, and you know what kind of audience you are going to attract. For example, I saw Asmongold reacting to a video where people
Same.
discussed Riot's MMO. In that video, they were just talking about tweets, and yet this was enough to make him react to it. Which made me realize, we actually know a lot more about the MMO than just some tweets. So I went and made that massive video with the assumption that it would be picked up outside of just League of Legends. Which
Maybe.
is exactly what happened. And soon the video
Yeah, these ones. I reacted to like 2 of them and they gave me like over 2k of views. It was good. Decent.
spread rapidly.
Still a
Which
fraction of anyone out there, but it's something.
is cool because while the video is masked as me talking about Riot's MMO, what I actually did was teach people the lore of League of Legends against their will. But the question now is it worth it? Is it even beneficial to have people reacting to your videos? Or will it harm your channel? In my case, the numbers revealed a really interesting fact relating to ratios. No, not that kind. After I released my first Riot MMO video, it decently quickly hit 1 million views, after which it stopped and then it slowly crept up close to 2 millions. And during that initial burst of views as other people reacted to it, the viewer ratios stayed consistent. For example, Soda Poppin's reaction got about 50% of the original video. This became true for both the first video and the second video. S-Fan stayed consistently around 17%, and Asmongold stayed slightly below 3 times the
What?
original views, because that's just the kind of content he does. But these ratios also stayed the same when I was talking about Ghostcrawler leaving. No matter the success of the original video, the reactions always stayed consistent with the ratios relating to their own audiences.
Yeah.
This taught
They watch Asmon because of him, not because of the content.
me that, at least in my case, there was no way the reactions could be taking views from me.
Like
Because
there are channels for creations and channels which depend on the creator themselves, yeah.
if this was the case, if the reactions were taking views from me, then after the new audience learned about my videos, and if you mirror that after my audience learned about the reactions, then over time, as I released more videos, people would have to avoid my videos and wait for the reactions to come out. Or in other words, my views would have to go down and the other views would have to go up. But that didn't happen. There was no
It was
funneling
consistent.
of viewers and everything stayed the same. And that's for a very obvious reason. The viewers watch people reacting for the person who's reacting,
Exactly.
not for the original video. They may be interested in the topics, that's why sometimes better topics drive more views, but they mostly still don't care about the individual videos. With that said, sometimes the viewers care about the original video. And when that overlap happens, that's when you get people mad that you are constantly pausing the video.
Yep, I got... With my first videos, I got those comments often, like, it's insane.
So let's not say that it never
I always said, like, go watch the original creator if you don't want to hear someone talk over it.
happens.
Or remake.
It's just that most of the time, the viewers are watching the person, not the video. And in most cases, without that person, they wouldn't even know that video existed. To put it differently, if I release a video that presents information about a video game, either people decide to watch it because they are interested in the information, or they wait and watch it for the reaction because they are interested in that reaction, not necessarily the raw
be.
information. In this case, I wouldn't be losing viewers because those viewers were not likely to watch my video in the first place. The cases where people are interested in the original video and they still wait for the reactions are very rare. And it only ever happens if the audience of the original video and of the reaction dip into each other. In that case, people just watch their
Mastercard
preferred
logo.
creator. And this was later proven to me when people watched my videos that didn't do well. A perfect example is my quick rant about Genshin's updates. This was a quick experimental video that didn't do that well, and it dropped to around 50k views. But still, some people reacted to it, and instead of
And they got
staying
more.
in their ratios, they got double the original views, because while my audience wasn't really interested in that video, their audience is in a whole separate bubble. And on that video specifically, it happened for both an audience that is close to that topic and even for a much broader audience. So even though my weird video didn't do that well, others made it work. And this even worked on my latest MMO video about mounts, which also didn't do that well compared to the others. But other creators still made it work on a really big scale.
Maybe it also has something to do with the thumbnails, to be honest, because this one looks like 10 times better than the other one, in my opinion.
So it seems like it is harder to make an example where people are just blatantly
But yeah, mostly it's just viewership
stealing
on the
views.
channels themselves.
Even in the scenario where the video is just bad and people are watching it because it's bad and they want to make fun of it, well, people still wouldn't normally watch it because the video is bad. At least that's until the video gets outrageous. That's a whole different story. So in summary, at least according to my numbers, did reactions harm my videos? No, they absolutely did not. And if they did, the quote-unquote stolen views would be in single-digit percentages. Which I am
Told you so.
totally fine with. Because people don't realize that reactions also have some benefits. Besides the fact that sponsored videos will be better. For example, I put a Manscaped sponsorship into one of my 100k videos, which got later grabbed by other creators and
The other ones just multiply it for free. That's insane awareness as well.
Together, they all multiplied the views 6 times. So they gave the sponsors just a bunch of free value.
And I
but there
never
are
skipped
also
an ad.
other
Never.
hidden benefits. And although these benefits don't immediately
sponsor.
reflect on the channel, from the long-term perspective, they are irreplaceable. Every time someone picks up your video, it spreads awareness about you. And it is this awareness that might one day save your channel. When Arcane released and I made my videos reviewing it and talking about it, it was the best month of my career. A big reason why this was the case is because Arcane dipped beyond just the normal League of Legends audience. It was very much a show that hit the mass audiences. But another big reason why those videos were successful was that people already knew me and they knew that I knew what I was talking about. Because YouTube might have recommended them one of my previous videos. This immediately gave the video more authenticity. In a similar way, when you make content and that content then spreads into other audiences, in this case through reactions, you will have more people who know about your existence. And as long as they remember you, the next time
That's
they
true.
pop up in your recommendations, they will be more likely to consume your content. I can give you a great example of a time this happened to me when I was watching someone. Some time ago, Canon had the interview with Ghostcrawler where they talked about Riot's MMO. That was the first time I saw Canon. After this, months passed and I dipped into gacha games. And suddenly, his video popped up where he was talking about one of the upcoming MMO gacha games. And I realized, I saw him before. That video was good. I might as well watch the new one. And
Damn.
this is the
That's how it works.
underappreciated result of React content. While in some cases you might argue that it is taking views away from the original videos, you can't deny that it is spreading awareness about the original creator. For those who stick with only one game and they make videos only about that single game, sure, this may not be that important, because spreading to other communities is worthless unless they are interested in that game. But for those who want to break out of their comfortable bubble, this will carry them far. In fact, this is exactly where I am right now. As League slowed down its lore updates for one reason or another, my channel could no longer be supported by League of Legends alone. And considering that I have a family to feed, I was forced into variety.
Wait, he's a father.
And anyone who tried to make this step will tell you, it is brutal. And you really have to hit the rock bottom before you figure out what's good.
I always feel this pain. It's like, most of my videos are like this. It's insanity.
But it is because there were people who reacted to my videos that now more communities know that I exist. And as a result, whenever I dived into other games, be it Warhammer or Genshin, people were more likely to support me, which I can tell you did not happen before. And I could feel this support the most on Twitch. Which makes sense because that's usually where the reactions come from. A lot of my viewers tell me that they started watching me because of someone who reacted to my videos. And now it is Twitch that is holding me afloat before I find good content for the main channel. The fact that Twitch is literally falling apart is not helping the situation. But it is undeniable that I can now continue
something
doing
else
what I
other than
love
Twitch.
doing because all the reactions gave me publicity. Even if I traded some views for it. Without it, this channel might have been dead already. So no matter the size, no matter the audience, no matter how much you like or hate my videos, I appreciate all the reactions. And stay assured, I will always welcome them. Unless I end up doing something controversial. In that case, please ignore me. But truth be told, I love making videos so I can...
Like, I had the same with the end of it. But I had the same problem with another creator who made some controversial content, but yeah, I stopped watching that dude. Like, I don't want to get a strike anymore again. Like, that was horrendous. I couldn't upload for like a week, and I had the strike for like, it ended like yesterday, the strike. 90 days. That was insane. If you want to watch more of Necrit, go subscribe to him. He made the content, I just reacted it. And that's it. I guess see you next time. Wafer.